eBay have made some changes to their promoted listing programs literally this morning. So if you haven't read the message and you haven't heard the news, then make sure you watch this video right to the end, because I'll tell you exactly what the changes are and then give you a real life example so you can understand. So eBay run two different types of promoted listing program: priority campaigns and general campaigns. I'm going to tell you exactly what those changes are. I'm going to read it word for word and then I'm going to give you a real life example. So priority campaigns. Campaigns using a priority strategy will get exclusive access to the first ad slot position at the top of eBay search results. This means that your listings will get more visibility to help increase your chances of sale. That's relatively easy to understand. That's the change. The more important one is to the general campaigns. So starting from June the 24th, items listed on eBay UK, ebay.fr, ebay.it and eBay ES, which is France, Italy and Spain, and promoted with a general strategy will use the following attribution definition when reporting sales and charging ad fees. So an attributed sale will be when any buyer purchases the promoted item within 30 days of any click on the ad, regardless of whether the buyer themselves clicked on the ad. So the item must be promoted at the time of the click and the time of the sale, and the seller will be charged the ad rate at the time of the sale. So you'll still only pay when your item sells. That will remain the same. So I'm going to give you a real world example of exactly how this works. So say, for example, you list this iPhone for sale with a 10% ad fee, okay, on a standard general campaign. Buyer one finds your listing through the ad campaign, looks at it and decides it's not for them and doesn't buy. Any time within 30 days that somebody finds the listing for that iPhone but hasn't come through the ad campaign and buys it, you will still get charged the 10% that you're running in the ad campaign. So it just basically means that if a buyer buys something but hasn't come through the ad, but somebody else has looked at the ad, you're still going to get charged. Now, historically, the way that it's worked before is if a buyer buys something and has come through the ad, you'll get charged. If a buyer buys something and hasn't come through the ad, you don't get charged. So they're the changes. That's everything that you need to know. If you've got any questions, please post them down below in the comments and I'll do my very, very best to answer them as clear as I can. You can find this message from eBay in your messages, in your seller hub. So make sure you go and check it out and you understand exactly how all these changes can affect you and your sales. But yeah, they're the changes that have been announced by eBay today.